Hi guys, welcome to More Than a Homeschool Kid. Today we'll be reviewing Land of Stories and The Wishing Spell. This is one of my favorite book series. It's my favorite book series right now. It's a good book to read after Harry Potter. I love Harry Potter, but this is a good book to read after Harry Potter. In this book, there are these two kids, Alex and Connor, and they fall into a book that is called The Land of Stories. Then they meet all these fairy tale characters such as Goldilocks and Jack from Jack and the Beanstalk. This book is written by Chris Colfer, and I love this series. Now, Chris Colfer is making a movie for this book. Now, there's some, we'll say, colorful language and some kissing, but other than that, that's like the worst thing that happens. It would be a fabulous book to read after Harry Potter. This book is one of my favorites because we love Harry Potter, but the problem is once you pass Harry Potter, there's a lot of you have a hard time looking for books that like don't necessarily have too teen, we'll say, but like I'm reading on like a 7th to 8th grade reading level, so it's hard to find the type of books I like, but without it going too teen. So then we were actually in the bookstore, and Harry Potter, I read this book like right after Harry Potter. So we're in the bookstore, and I had my heart set on like getting Harry Potter, but we are like, I kind of want to get a new book. So this is actually the exact copy that we got. And I love this book because the thing that actually sold it was the picture. My mom literally looked at the picture and she's like, "Ooh, I love the cover on this. Why don't we look at the back and see what it's about?" So then I absolutely fell in love with it. We asked the librarian, like, not the librarian, the person that works there, and I'm like, so what happened, like, is this a bad book, is this a good book? And she's like, oh yeah, this is a New York Times bestseller. So then I get this book, and I'm not kidding, I lay in my bed every day until school. I put my noise-canceling headphones on, close my door, and I read this book. I was done with it in about 2 to 3 days. So much that I'm actually reading it to my little brother at night. Now, most people would ask, what are 3 reasons that you would read Wishing Spell? So one of the 3 reasons is I feel like a lot of people could relate to the characters. For instance, Alex, who is the main girl, is super smart, and she loves reading, but her problem is she has a hard time making friends. So like her only friend is the book. So like this is why she falls into the book. So like I feel like you could really relate to a lot of the characters. The second reason is it's really hard to find for that in-between age. Chris Colfer has he makes it so that it's an easy time reading this book because like, yes, there's a little bit of colorful language, and yes, there's a little bit of kissing, but other than that, it's perfect. Like, if you've already read Harry Potter, in my opinion, Harry Potter has more cursing than this book. So like it's not even a lot of cursing, it's just like a couple words here and there. The third reason is because it grabs your attention to the very end. One of the problems you have with a reader is it's so hard when you're trying to read this book series and it like takes 5 or 6 chapters to pick up. You're like, well, when is this book series going to pick up? This takes literally 2 or 3 chapters, including the prologue, and then it picks up with it in like a couple of minutes. So that's one of the three reasons I love this book series. One of the age ranges I would put this at is like maybe 8, 9, and up, cause like, I mean, it took a while, but it also does have magic. So like, I know some people are like, with magic, but it does have magic in it, I'm warning you. But it's like Harry Potter type of magic, but not Harry Potter type of magic. It's hard to explain. So those are a couple of reasons I love this book. We will put a link into the description below on how to get this book, and there are 6 books in total, but the other 5 books in the series. If I were to say something to Chris Colfer, I would say, hey Chris Colfer, can you please write another series? Like, he does such a good job writing this book. I'm so sad that it's over. I love this series, and I'm so happy that a bunch of other kids get to go on this adventure with me. One of the things that makes my heart jump for joy is when we go into the library and I go over to the Land of Stories section, and none of the books are there, because that usually means that someone is reading the series right now. It makes my heart absolutely jump. Before I forget, leave in the comments below if you think we should review the rest of the book series. I'd really love to hear your replies on this video.